Guys, so going out to my backyard here, and I'm gonna try and make a little like a position foxhole type thing. I got my dog here with me, so yeah, I'm gonna dig a little entrenchment. I'm gonna spend the night here. So yeah, this is the former site of the trench. So yeah, let's get digging. All right, so I got my M43 trenching tool. So you'll see at the end, but I got a plan. I'm not planning on making this too deep, pretty shallow. I'm gonna put a half shelter half above it. Starting to get a little dark out, so I gotta pick up the pace a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I am very sweaty, full wolves, so you know how it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna flip it around. You guys can see the little foxhole that I made. Yeah, so this is what we got. It's not deep. The reason being, I'm going to put a shelter half on top. I found some old rations I made a while ago. And this is not original paint, by the way. So don't worry. Anyway, I'm gonna put up the shelter half now, and we'll get to that. And then I can cook up some bouillon, broth, or something like that, which will be nice. All right, guys, so I've got everything packed away in my haversack here. So I have to open this up. Okay, so this is my blanket here. I'm probably gonna use this as a liner since it's gonna be pretty warm tonight for my little hole over there. Anyway, here's my shelter half. I got my poles here. I'm debating if I should set these all the way up like this or halfway. I think I'm leaning more towards halfway. was just thinking about it for a second, and I think I should go all the way, and then kind of sink them in, maybe. Alright, if you hear a noise in the distance, that's the train going by. But anyway, we got our shelter half up, and obviously not every position was this nice, but you know, trying to do the best I can. So yeah, it's looking great. There's the inside. I'm just gonna move all my stuff in, and then I'll keep recording for you guys. All right, I didn't get my stuff in yet, but I just thought I'd make this little update. I kind of raised that up a little bit so I can have some more headroom and a little breeze can go through. Just ignore that that orange line there. But yeah. So now I'm gonna move all my stuff in. So obviously it's starting to get dark out. I might go inside and grab a flashlight, even though it would be historically inaccurate. It might just be good for the video, the quality. I brought a sweater just in case it gets cold. I don't think it's going to get really cold. Here's my ditty bag with all my stuff in it. Haversack, camp pouch. I think the only thing I'm gonna need out here is the spoon. Just bring this over here. Got my trusty helmet and M43 jacket with all my lighters and stuff in there. I got a K ration with some crackers and coffee for tomorrow morning in it. And I got some Esbit in here. Pocket. That's looking pretty good. I got my belts over here. I'm just gonna try it on. Yeah, I'm gonna crawl in there for you guys. I just go look. Yeah, so my little encampment is looking good. Still, don't mind the hair. Hey, I've been out in the field. Allegedly. That's why my hair's like that. Tomorrow morning, I think I might go on patrol, just for fun around my yard, if I wake up guys on in here and we'll get set up. All right. I think I got a nice little setup there. Camera's probably gonna be pretty shaky. Just for the purpose of having better video quality, I brought out a lantern. But that's gonna be pretty much, I brought 2 out actually. That's gonna be pretty much the extent of 21st century stuff I'm gonna have. I might actually attempt to dig out, I don't know if you can see over there, dig that out a little more. Geez, I am sweating. Historically accurate, as History Secrets would say. The goat. Alright, I'm gonna take off my belt. Just because I think it's kind of limiting me here. Take out my canteen. I know you guys, some of you guys were commenting like, you gotta stop relying on replicas. And to that I say, yeah, that's great. But not for the canteen. That's all I will say. I'll use the cup, but not the canteen. They're it's too old for my liking. It's just like kind of grosses me out. You look in there and you see all like the white growth. So yeah, sorry, no original canteen for OP 1944. Yeah, okay, so just kind of organizing all my stuff here, and I'm gonna try just do a little bit of digging out here. Really need my haversack for anything. Like my what I'm dressed for, this would be like very late 1944, early 1945. It is hot out though. I got that like hot old wool smell. If you're a reenactor, you probably know that smell, or you walked into an antique store or something like that. It's like musty, but it's not terrible, but it's just like, it's an odd smell that you don't really see anywhere else. It's like antique stuff that's hot. It is so hot. Yeah, okay, that's good. A little more leg room. Almost can fit my legs here. I'm gonna take a sip of water because I do not want to get dehydrated out here. Yeah, so like I said, this would be the very latest 1944, early 1945, because I got buckle boots and an M43 jacket. I might do an impression, show you guys my impression. You've probably seen it before if you subscribe to the channel. So just carbine, web gear setup, and my M1 carbine, and the M43 field jacket. Really nothing special to it. Sorry when I move the camera, probably shaking because I attached the little thing I have here to the stake, or the pole to the tent. So yeah, and if you see me looking up this way, I'm just looking at myself, not the camera, which I should be doing, but yeah. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is nice. I'm like 6 foot, about close to 6'1". So this is that's just for scale. I can pretty much lay out all the way here. I might just move some stuff. So there's like a rock or something right here. It's just yeah, that's a rock. This is nice. I'm liking it. Like I said, I don't really know how cold it's gonna get tonight. So yeah. Oh, I forgot my watch. But sunset's gonna be at 8:55 tonight. If I had my watch, which I'm probably just gonna go get it, I could tell you. But yeah, I might do a stream too. I think I'm just gonna hop on a stream if I can. Alright guys, so the video quality is about to go down. Just because it's getting a lot darker. Yeah, so I just made some bouillon. I'm probably gonna make another one. I just finished the stream. I made it on the stream. So that is why I have a ready-made cup of bouillon and I didn't even bother to tell you guys. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Don't worry, it was on the stream. So if you want to see me make the bouillon, it's not that big of a deal, but it's on my live. Yeah, it looks so chunky when I'm down there. That's really hot. Ooh, but that was really good. Alright, yeah, I think I'm just gonna get situated here. Keep my carbine close, because you never know. But anyway, yeah. I'm just gonna get settled here. So this is the setup here. It's pretty nice. And yeah. Alright, so it's really starting to get dark out. I'm trying to minimize the amount of light I use. Just an effort to stay historically accurate. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill out here for a little bit. Sit around. That's all. Okay, now it's really starting to get dark. So I took off my M37 wool tunic. I think I'm gonna slip into my wool sweater, and I'm gonna try and go by candlelight, or you know, as a bit. I'm gonna try and find a candle. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go brush my teeth now. Now I'm gonna brush my teeth, but I'm probably gonna cook some more bouillon later, just before bed, because it's really nice to drink. Alright, I'm gonna brush my teeth. guys, I'm on my way back. I'm just trying to keep it down just because my neighbors are still around here. But here's the position. I got my candle now. Like I said, I just got done brushing my teeth, so I'm gonna slide in here and then get settled for the night. Okay, so I'm in the trench, or in the foxhole, and I said I'm gonna try and go by candlelight, see if this works out. It's not really throwing off a lot of light. I also think, yeah, I took off my sweater because I don't want to overheat, but I think I'm gonna try and throw on my Jeep cap instead of HPT. I'm not wearing the helmet just because it's like, I don't want to be hitting my head and knocking the camera, shaking like that, like I just did. Yeah, so I think it's in here. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so can we, yeah. Doesn't really do the trick, does it? I know I just brushed my teeth. I'm gonna throw this light back on, but I think I'm gonna attempt bouillon again. Because it was really nice to sip on. So yeah, we'll cut to that. And if you watch the stream, you're probably like, I think I've seen this been done before. Yeah, so kind of running low on water, so I make sure to conserve as much as I can. It's a little dark right now, but we're about to have some light. So. It's starting to burn. Now I gotta get my bouillon set up. Like I said, kind of running low on water, so I just don't want to use too much. Oh, I gotta condense this a little bit. Might be a lot. Yeah, there we go. This is a really high burning Esbit for some reason. it looks like without any light. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep it like this probably. But I didn't put a ton of water in there. Probably can't see, but it's probably gonna heat up quick. And over here, I got my Prince Albert tobacco tin with bouillon in it. I might bring the light back because this is way too dark for videoing. Okay. Yeah, so in here, that's where I keep my bouillon. Oops. There we go. Okay. It is making a weird sound. I kind of don't like that sound. What the? Guys, this is a really creepy sound. What do we think this is? What is this sound? Anybody that knows, let me know. Is it like metal expanding or something? What the? Yeah, this camera does not want to focus. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Make sure I close up my water. Always gotta stay alert. Never know if the enemy is gonna do a surprise night attack. Let's take a look. Honestly, sounds like it's done. Yeah. That is done. I can't see on over. Sorry guys, you can't really see anything. We got it up. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, nice. And I'm just gonna let that sit for now because it is most definitely too hot. This is probably gonna be my final clip before I go to bed, but I think I should just pack up all my food that I've got because I don't really want any animals coming in here at night, and I think if there is any, it needs to be in a bag that I'm okay with being torn up. Replica GP bag. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna enjoy my bouillon broth and see you in the morning. We got some fighters flying overhead. What kind of newfangled fighter jet is that? I haven't heard anything like that. Alright, I just woke up. It's currently 5:45 in the morning. So, I think I'm up. Pretty comfortable last night. I slept pretty good, but it did get cold, so yeah, I had to throw on my sweater and stuff. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get cooking on maybe some coffee, probably. And yeah. Oh yeah, that is better. That is way better. Okay. Esbit stove. Yeah, that stream I did last night was a lot of fun. Definitely gonna have to do more streams like that. Yeah. Zippo lighter. This is probably the best angle of the whole video. Get that cooking, and then now I gotta find my coffee. I have this, they're graham crackers. I'm probably gonna eat 2 of these too. So I got my MRE coffee here. Should probably get the water on because looks like we got a nice flame going. And you know, it'd be pretty good if I dropped one of those Necco wafers, the chocolate ones, in there. That'd probably taste good. Still smells like bouillon. Now I gotta position this where it's not gonna fall over and spill boiling water all over me. Alright. Yeah. I think I'm gonna open up these graham crackers. What I did is I just wrapped it in tin foil and kind of put it in a bag to preserve it. So don't worry about this bag. But I use these because they kind of have a historically accurate look to them. I'll pop up a picture of what original K-ration crackers or graham crackers looked like, but they're pretty similar to this. So, yeah. Last time I did this, it had creamer in it. The creamer literally caught on fire. While I was pouring it. What? I got out some of the leftover Necco wafers from last night. I think I'm gonna drop a couple in there, see what it does. Because how bad could it be? Chocolate flavored candy in, looks like it got a little wet, in coffee. Gotta make sure I man the line. I'm here in Germany, 1945. So, yeah, things can get sticky out here. And we're gonna drink it black, because we're real men on this channel. Okay, I think if I just let it sit on longer, it's just gonna get insanely hot. And I don't really need that. I don't need to burn myself. I think if I were to do this again, I'd probably go a little deeper on the trench. That's maybe my only thing, and a little longer. Otherwise, it was pretty good. I slept surprisingly well too. Now, like I said, I did use that light, but that was really just for filming. Otherwise, I'd say I did a pretty good job on keeping the 20th century out. Besides from my view of the place out here, which is unfortunate, but you can't have everything. Shitty army coffee, as usual. It's nothing special. I can't say it's the best coffee I've ever had, because that's just not true. It's not good coffee. But warms you up in the morning, keeps you awake, does the job. Last night, I had all kinds of bugs crawling on me, under my shirt and stuff. Pretty wild. But I'm used to this kind of thing. You know, I know I'm not in like a remote place, but I'm used to it. For any of my scouts out there watching this, I went to Philmont last summer, did the 12-day one, 10 days on the trail. We did 90 miles. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Would have been a lot different if I hadn't put this piece up back here. Cause like, well, there's a piece holding it up, but it kind of would be like way more flat. It wouldn't be as tall as this, and it would be like falling down. I should have brought out my tanker jacket. I need to get that thing dirty a little bit. You know what I really don't focus on at all for World War II stuff is like the aspect of World War II in Italy. Like, I'm Italian, like my family's from Italy, so I don't know why I'm not doing that. I think it's just because I don't have service shoes or service boots. I only have rough outs and M43s, so you know, rough outs only came around just in time for Normandy. So is original from 1944, by the way. Done with my coffee. I think I'm gonna start packing up probably. Yeah. So it's been good. I've had fun setting up this encampment. Thank you guys for watching. And I hope to do more stuff like this, probably with Peter I was talking about on the stream. So yeah, have a good day and feel free to subscribe. It really makes me happy when I see some subscribers. So I'm trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. Subscribe.